After we finished closing down the shop, Mikuri and I head to the town square. We invited the others too, but they all turned us down, saying they were tired. Well, yeah, because... Okay, well, Nana and Ichika definitely will say they're quote-unquote tired because they know that this is the confession scene, but Chieri's actually just tired. But I think they were really trying to do us a favor. Even Chieri? She may be on it. She may be in on it. So, you know, but there was no indication, right? Nana was smirking and Ichiko was just beaming. I think I'll act like I didn't notice. And we arrived at the town square. See? Chieri was actually just tired. Alright, Nana and Ichika are the only ones who knew. Oh my god. As cute as the costume is, did you really have to show off the panties? Did you really have to show off the panties? Actually, let me see if I can do this. I haven't checked if I can, but I don't think there's an there. Okay, there it is. Yeah. I fucked up. Go back again. Let's see. It barely did anything. Whatever. It's good enough. This is as much censoring as the panties will get. Wow. Mikuri's jaw drops as she takes in all the Christmas decorations in the town square. I'm sure that I have the same look on my face. I think this town is kind of special. I've never seen a Christmas on this grand of a scale before. In the area I lived in before, the area near the train station puts up lights. But this is a whole different level. The stunning decorations grab your attention and don't let go. Well, thankfully, this isn't one of those situations where the end of the world happens. This is a Christmas tree. It's a symbol. I guess you could call it an emblem of the idea of Christmas. I'll leave out the origins of the tree for now. After all, I've heard that the actual birthday, it probably wasn't on Christmas Day. True. Yeah, I don't think that's such a good idea. That's such a great idea. I'm pretty sure that count as blasphemy. I feel like it might call down divine wrath. Listen, Mikuri can negotiate with the gods, alright? I'm sure it'll be fine. That's Frankenstein's monster. It's really well done. There are bolts screwed into its head, and he looks like he's made from a patchwork of people, just like the original monster. Well, he did say Frankenstein's monster, so it's not like he mixed up Frankenstein and the monster. But his clothes are all green, and he's decorated with bells and stars, making him look like a walking Christmas tree. There are also vampires dressed in white, devils with reindeer antlers, witches wearing Santa hats. The town looks like the night parade done up in Christmas style. So what's your costume, Mikuri? I was about to say wolf woman, but she said Pomeranian woman. Those ears and that tail. As she answers, her dog ears dog ears and tail both wiggle. I feel like I should have noticed sooner, but beast folk can consciously move their ears and tails. Could it be that you're not carrying your talisman right now?
大丈夫。いちかちゃんに相談して OK もらったから。バレなければいいんだよ。バレなければ。
Really? It's true that we're surrounded by people in costumes, so Mikuri won't stand out just because she has her ears and tail visible. There are a fair number of men and women cosplaying as werewolves and catgirls, apparently, so there probably isn't anyone here who would look at Mikuri and figure out that she's a beast folk. But as someone with a connection to beast folk, now that I'm used to seeing their real ears, I can tell cosplay when I see it. Nana once said not to lump them in with party novelties, and now I kind of get what she meant.
衣装はいちかちゃんが作ってくれたんだ。ほらほら、手袋とか触ってみて。
Let's see. Oh, it really is fluffy. Is it made from her fur? It feels nice to the touch, so much so that I could hold it forever. It's like real fur.
ブラッシングで抜けた毛で作ってもらったんだよ。
I fucking knew it. It's really fur. I hadn't imagined that it would be real beast folk fur. That explains why it feels so nice. It's so fluffy. My hand moves on its own as I enjoy the feeling of it against my skin. This is Mikuri's fur, which means this is a part of Mikuri's body. When I think about it that way, it seems kind of lewd. No, it's not like that. This fluffiness is amazing.
Yuzuki-kun?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was touching it too much, huh? I'm reluctant to let go of her hand. I wonder if she'll let me have this costume. Let me have this costume if she doesn't need it afterward.
帽子と服はサンタさんのだよ。サンタって誰？
There was a person who became the basis of Santa Claus, but I think he was originally a servant of God, maybe. Now he's Colonel Sanders.
じゃあ、巫女さんみたいなものなんだ。私にぴったりだね。
When she puts it that way, I guess it fits. The fine details, well, maybe they're not that fine, but in any case, I'll leave them be.
どうかな？
Mikuri's ears twitch and her tail wags as she waits my answer. It makes it look like an affectionate puppy. You look really cute.
褒められちゃった。
Even with the text box at 100% opacity, it still disappears sometimes. I'm sorry, I want to compliment you even more, but you're so cute that all I can do is say cute. All I can say is cute.
ゆずきくんに可愛いって言ってもらえたら、それより嬉しいことはないよ。
When she says it that way, when she says that with a full-face smile, it makes me happy too. But her words are so straightforward that my face starts to feel kind of warm. Are you cold?
里はもっと寒かったからね。これくらいへっちゃらだよ。ポメラニアン女だぞ。ガオー。食べちゃうぞ。
The Pomeranian woman, Santa version, holds both of her hands wide and poses like she's going to attack. Adding man or woman to a word is a pretty classic naming style to make something seem extra strong or monstrous. Or so I think in some part of my brain. Oh no!
もっと怖がってよ。
Sorry, but you're so cute, Mikuri, that I can't be scared at all.
ならしょうがないな。
It doesn't help that I can see your panties. She looks sullen for a moment, but her smile returns in the next. Mikuri really is so cute that I'll never be able to say it enough times.
ゆずきくんのは吸血鬼？
Yeah, though all I'm really doing is wearing a cape.
それっぽいと思うよ。吸血鬼よく知らないけど。
It's an impromptu costume. I just pulled a cape on over my Satari uniform. I did ask for permission from Ichika though, of course. Does this look okay on me? I was trying to loosen up a bit. But this kind of thing really doesn't come naturally to me. So to be honest, I'm a lot embarrassed. I hope that I look the part as at least a little. Are you saying you hope you look close enough to a vampire that someone who doesn't know what a vampire is would think you're a vampire? What do you mean? It doesn't really look that good, huh? I thought that if Mikuri was going to dress up, so should I. But maybe I shouldn't have tried something I'm not used to.
似合ってないっていうか、仮装してても優しそう。前見たのだと吸血鬼ってもっと怖い感じだったから。でも吸血鬼のゆずきくんもかっこいいよ。
Really?
ゆずきくん喜んでる？
Well, I don't get called cool that often. Maybe someone might have once. No memory of that at all. I got called kind a lot, but never cool. So hearing Mikuri say that makes me smile.
ねえねえ、ポーズ取ってみて。
Like this? I take one edge of the cape and flick it lightly into the air, making a rustling sound.
ゆずきくんかっこいい。
It feels pretty nice to be called cool. If Nana or Chieri were here, they might be glaring at me right now, but they're not. So I'm going to take the chance to let loose. I'm going to drink this cutie's blood. We continue our antics while we look out at the town square, all done up for Christmas Eve together. But for some reason, it seems like the people passing by are turning to look at us. It's almost like you're acting a bit too, close. Let's go with that. To each other.
見られてる？もしかして獣人って気づかれたかな？
I think they're looking at us because you're so cute, Mikuri.
なんだ、よかった。
I think that Mikuri is cute enough to turn any man's head, regardless of whether she's human or a beast folk. Even right now, people are taking quick looks at her.
でも不思議だな。お守り持ってないから、人間の人にも耳と尻尾見えてるんだよね。
So it feels different from usual.
耳隠ししててもしてなくても変わらないし、気にしてないつもりだったけど開放感あるね。人間から見えてるって変な気分。でも嫌いじゃないっていうか気持ちいいかも。
With the beast folk who normally hide their true identities to live in human society. Normally, they're not allowed to let humans see the ears and tails that are characteristic of their species. But this costume is an exception. A sense of freedom. What would it be like to be the only human surrounded by beast folk? You'd wear fake ears and a fake tail and pretend to be a beast folk. But if you could find an opportunity to take them off, when I think of it that way, I can see that being a pleasant experience. Could it be?
どうしたの？
There are beast folk in other countries too, right?
多分。私は会ったことないけど、いちかちゃんがそう言ってたし。
Then this town might have been built by beast folk.
どうしてそう思ったの？
Unikicho is built by Europeans, people who came from a distant foreign land. I bet it was those people who introduced Christmas to this town, since Christmas is a custom from their own lands. In other countries, there's a festival called Halloween, where you dress up like it's It's like Christmas in Unikicho. So I think that the people who established Unigicho might have used Halloween as reference for including costumes in the Christmas celebrations. If they wanted to have a day where they didn't have to hide their ears and tails, like maybe on Christmas, they could have spread these traditions or something.
なるほど。ゆずきくん、頭いい。
It's a solid theory. Halloween has only really been a thing in Japan recently. Keeping that in mind, it feels like it's possible that beast folk would use Christmas with such intentions, which has been a tradition in Japan for a few decades. This is all just speculation. Actually, it's more like a hunch, more of a hunch. And then I would probably say it's just what is that word? Oh, excuse me? It's just a kakamani what? It is such a weird fucking word that I can't not look up the pronunciation. Cockamamie. And, well, of course, looking up the pronunciation, I also had to look up the fucking definition. And it's just a syllable for ridiculous. Alright? And to a non-English speaker, both words might be confusing, but at least one of them is used 1,000 times more. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's just a cockamamie idea.
きっとそうだよ。この町には昔も獣人がいたんだ。昔獣人が作った町に今獣人の私がいる。こういうのってマロンあると思わない？
I think you mean delightful. Delicious would be more like your beloved chestnuts.
そうそう、それそれ。でも栗も好きだからどっちでもいいや。
McCreary frolics joyfully after hearing my theory. I don't know the truth of the matter, but if it makes McCreary this happy, then I hope that I'm right.
ありがとうね、ゆずきくん。
Huh? I don't think I did anything worthy of thanks.
今までのいろんなことにありがとうって言いたかったの。
And McCreary stops to take a breath and continues on with a slight shift in the tone of her voice.
本当はね、夕凪町に来るまでは人間のことがちょっと怖かったんだ。
Oh, really? Thierry mistrusted me at first, but it didn't really color her behavior. McCreary didn't seem particularly scared either.
里を出るときに言われたの。人間には気をつけろ。絶対に正体を知られてはいけないって。正体を知られたら何をされるかわからない。人間は怖い、恐ろしいって。父様も母様もみんな言うんだよ。耳の毛が抜けちゃうくらい。
She smiles weakly, her words tinged with the air of someone who has heard the same story too many times.
私不思議だった。母様以外は人間のことちゃんと知らないのに、どうしてそんなに怖がるんだろうって。でもみんなが言うから人間って怖いものだと思い込んでた。獣人だってバレないようにしないとって思ってた。だけどね、最初に会った人間がゆずきくんだったから全然怖くなくなったんだ。
Me?
だってゆずきくんいい人そうなんだもん。獣人のこと知っても平気そうにしてるし。
I was still pretty surprised back then, though. I think Nana said something about eating me. And that's a fun memory now, though.
みんながみんなゆずきくんみたいじゃないと思うけど、獣人だからって怖がったり気味悪がったりしない人もいた。それだけじゃなくて、里から出てきたばかりで何も知らない私にたくさん優しくしてくれた。だからありがとう、ゆずきくん。
Mikuri expresses her gratitude, a wide smile on her face. It's very gentle, but a little awkward. I just did what I felt was right.
そういうところゆずきくんっぽいね。
Really? If you say it is, Mikuri, then I guess it must be. Our smiles are framed by the backdrop of the spectacularly colorful town. It's so much more fun spending time with Mikuri. I'm really glad I invited her back then.
この香ばしい匂いは
Oh, there's a bratwurst stand. It looks like they're using special spices just for Christmas.
食べる
Okay then, excuse me, 2 special bratwursts to go, plus 2 more for Mikuri. I bought enough for both of us, but now here's the problem. Mikuri opens her mouth wide as if she's waiting for something. What's going on?
だってこの手じゃ食べられないもん。ゆずきくんが食べさせて。
She's waiting for your big sausage, Yuzuki. Feeding her would be kind of embarrassing, but Mikuri doesn't seem to mind. Well, it's Christmas, so why not? I mean, it's Christmas. Okay, say
おいしい。
Don't talk with your mouth full. After that, we wander around to the various food stalls and enjoy Christmas to the fullest. We've seen everything the town square has to offer, but we don't feel like going back to the dorm yet, so we find a bench and look out of the ocean. They really had to have the last the last frame, the last bit of panty. Alright, you needed to be gifted a bit more panty at the end. I don't know where the opacity was at the start, but it seems close enough. We sit silently, in stark contrast to our earlier liveliness in town. The sounds of the waves echo softly, and we both smile as if to say, that was fun. Well, thankfully they don't have a wave sound effect playing over anything. But I thought I could say it now, so I will never. I thought I could say... Okay. I'm in love with you, Mikuri. I'm sure of it. Mikuri's demeanor changes. All I can feel, sitting here next to Mikuri, is her breath and her warmth. But I can tell that she wants to respond, so I wait silently for her to speak.
私もゆずきくんに恋してるんだと思う。
I want us both to know for sure. How can we do that?
こうすればいいんじゃないかな。
Mikuri stands up and faces me.
ゆずきくん。
Mikuri brings her face close to mine. Her innocent eyes gaze wonderingly at me from just a few centimeters away. But her gaze is so direct that I brace myself. What do we do?
唇と唇を合わせるのってキスって言うんだって。ちえりちゃんに教えてもらったよ。覚えてる？お客さんがセタリアでキスしてたの。
Yeah, I got a bit of a shock.
キスしてとってもドキドキしたら恋してるんだと思う。どうかな？おかしなこと言ってない？
No, I agree with you.
よかった。ゆずきくんが言うなら間違いないね。
Mikuri's face is right in front of me. When I think about what we're about to do, my body stiffens up. My heart was already pounding, and this is just making it go faster. But I pretend like nothing is happening.
キスするよ。
Yeah. Mikuri's face slowly moves closer to mine, closing the short gap between us. And then my first time touching Makuri's lips. It's a light kiss, where our lips just barely brush together. Even so, my heart constricts, and it feels like it's going to explode with every beat. But Makuri pulls away from my lips right away. Now that Makuri's moved her face away, I can see that her cheeks are bright red. I'm sure that I'm just as bright a shade of red as shade of red myself.
キスしたんだよね。
Yeah. I can definitely feel the warmth left behind by Makuri's lips. But the kiss was light and quick, enough that I could believe it was my imagination. Did your heart race when we kissed?
わかんない。ドキドキしたかも。
My heart is beating so hard that it's numbing my senses. It feels like any normal thoughts Makuri and I might have wait, what? Makuri and I might have been blown away, as if we both were in the throes of a fever. Our faces red. We stare at each other numbly.
今ね、胸が壊れそうなの。これが恋なのかな。
If you're not sure, do you want to kiss again? Makuri shyly brings her face closer to mine. Our previous kiss was so intense that I feel afraid for a moment. But it's also true that I want to feel her lips against mine. We press our lips together a little harder than the first time. The cold, stabbing winter wind makes me feel the warmth of her lips even more. They feel full of life, soft but firm to the touch. I think, so this is a kiss, even though I was acting like I already knew, but this shows that I didn't have a clue. My heart goes crazy, like it's going to burst out of my chest. Right now, the only things I can feel are Makuri's lips and my heart, about to tear itself apart. I'm really kissing Makuri right now. We're touching each other. The more I feel of her, the more my brain feels like it's boiling, and I could barely breathe. I want Makuri even more, and I press my lips against hers more strongly.
ゆずきくん。
When I do, Mikuru responds by pushing back just as firmly. I feel her very clearly. I don't know if I'm overwhelmed by pleasure, or running out of oxygen, or maybe both, but my head is spinning. Even as I start to fear I might suffocate, my thoughts are painted pure white by happiness that makes me feel like I'm floating. I want to keep doing this forever, but eventually we hit our limit and pull our lips apart.
キスってすごいんだね。
Mikuri smiles shyly. It feels like a lot of emotions are mixed in with that smile. Embarrassment, joy, and more.
今までよりドキドキしてる。こんなにドキドキしてるの生まれて初めて。キスしてるとすごく気持ちよかったよ。何も考えられなくなってふわふわして、私が私じゃないみたいで、これが恋なんだね。
Seeing Mikuri acting shy sends my heart aflutter. I finally know what to call this feeling.
ゆずきくんは恋してますか？
Yes, I am. I nod with confidence in response to her question. I'm in love with you, Mikuri Amamiya.
照れちゃうな。
Mikuru responds in a playful tone, and to try and hide her embarrassment. And that makes me love Mikuri all the more.
私、ゆずきくんのことが好きです。友達として、仲間として、大好きです。でも、それだけじゃなくて、男の人として、好きです。私、ゆずきくんに恋してます。私、ゆずきくんの恋人になれますか？
Mikuri looks at me, eyes wet with tears. Her trembling eyes are so very close to me. I know they're not tears of sadness, but seeing those eyes still fills me with a sense of guilt. Let me say it too. I love you. I love you, Mikuri. I really love it when you smile. So please be my lover. The smile on her face is her usual. No, it's brighter than ever. Mikuri's smile is as brilliant as the sun, and it feels like it's lighting up the town as night falls upon it. I know I said I didn't know if I was in love with you before, but I'm sure that I've been in love with you since then. So I'm sorry.
ダメ。そういうのはなし。
Mikuri's voice echoes as if she's trying to erase my attempt at an apology.
それなら私もおあいこだよ。私もきっと。絶対。前からゆずきくんに恋してたんだから。
Yeah, I guess so. We were in love with each other when we both said we didn't know what it was. We held one another while pretending we weren't in love. Now that I think about it, it's really embarrassing.
これで私たち恋人なんだよね。
Yeah, I feel kind of weird. It feels kind of weird though. Especially if you don't spell kind correctly. Kind of weird. Even though we're lovers now, it's not like our bodies or appearances are any different from before. There's no real sense of change. It feels kind of like we're floating in space. See, they spelled kind correctly this time.
じゃあ、あのお客さんがやってたこともやっていいんだね。
Oh yeah, there was that. Please be gentle with me. I remember that. I remember when that one couple stopped in at Sataria. When I think about it, that might have been a big part of why Mikuri started to want to know about being in love. Wait, haven't we already done most of the things they did? I've shared your coffee, I fed you, and we kissed each other just now.
ああ、ほんと
We did the coffee sharing thing on the day we met even.
だ。でも、まだやってないことあるもん。私だって、ゆずきくんにあーんしてあげるもん。
Then I'll look forward to it. Just imagining it is kind of embarrassing, but I do want her to do that for me. And maybe I should ask her for it before we forget.
さすがに冷えてきたかも。
Your costume does expose a fair bit of your skin. Here you go. I take off my vampire cape and offer it to Mikuri.
いいの？ゆずきくん寒くない？
I'll be fine. It would be worse if I let you be cold, Mikuri.
ありがとう。へへへ。ゆずきくんの匂いがする。
Yeah, I'm sure it's extra intense boy smell considering beast folk have a heightened sense of smell. It's kind of embarrassing to have you sniff it so much. It's not like it was in direct contact with my skin, so I don't think it would really smell like me. But Mikuri is a dog beast folk, so she might still be able to sense it. Well, whatever. She's my lover after all. Let's go home, Mikuri. Let's walk. Only like let's walk like 2 meters back because we're literally we're just behind the dorm. Let's walk a few more meters and we'll be back home. I stand up and offer Mikuri my hand, and she takes it in her own. My hand grips hers, still in the fluffy glove, and we stand close enough to feel each other's warmth. And then, with a sense of regret that the night is over, the two of us take the short path back to our dorm, to the dorm. There we get spotted by Ichika and Nana, who are still awake and waiting. They yell at us for coming back so late. Listen, they knew that this was going to lead to a confession, so they shouldn't be, they shouldn't be, what's the word? They should have expected that we would come back so late, alright? They know that Ichika, they know that Yuzuki and Mikuri are both dense, so it should make sense that it took so long for them to confess.
Amairo chocolate!
I'm sure this is going to be a shock to Chieri, though. Or I guess it would be, but I think Ichika and Nana either told Chieri about Mikuri and Yuzuki, or she figured it out, like, later down the line. As I try to bring my sleeping self to consciousness, I remember what happened yesterday. Yeah, her panties. That's what happened. Mikuri and I went to the town square in our costumes. And then we kissed, and with things cleared up between us, we became lovers. Yesterday is a day that I will never forget as long as I live. Huh? For some reason, my bedding feels heavy. Actually, has it always felt like this? It's soft, but more squishy than fluffy. Warm, but when I touch it, it feels like it's alive. It all feels off to me, so I throw back the blanket to see. See, it's fine now because they're together. Now, depending on how this goes, max out the opacity of the text window. To help me out a bit. And have this in the YouTube, or well, the opacity of the window is still going to be maxed out, but it's just going to be on Patreon. Whatever he said. Why is Mikuri on top of me? No, more importantly, why is she not?
あれ？ゆずきくん、返事がないよ。起きたまま寝てる？
Oh, morning. How did you get in? I locked the...
いちかちゃんに合鍵もらったんだ。恋人だからって。
Of course. Good on you, Ichika. I see. I rub my eyes, blink them, and even shake my head, but no matter how many times I look, Mikuri's naked. Buck naked. Mikuri's... You're pressing against me. They're pressing against me. They're big, and they're squished right up against my chest. Every time Mikuri shifts on top of me, the way she's making contact with my body changes, and I can feel how soft and squishy she feels. Mikuri, your breasts are...
私のおっぱい気持ちいい？
Did Ichika put you up to this as well?
何か言おうとした？
No, never mind. I was trying to tell Mikuri what was happening, but since she already knows, I ended up with nothing left to say. Admittedly, it didn't bother me in the past, but up until now, there have been times that I've seen them and had them pressed up against me, but this is the first time she did it on purpose. I don't know if she has some ulterior motive, or if this is just what she feels like doing, but...
男の人はおっぱいが好きだって前ナナちゃんが言ってたんだ。どうゆずきくん、おっぱい好き？
Saying that so innocently is not helping. I mean, yeah, I guess I like them as much as anyone else, but... Before that, why are you in my room, Mikuri? And why are you naked?
なんでって決まってるでしょ？子作りだよ。
What? Okay, I think you're going a bit too quickly with this. What? Did you just say...
聞こえなかった？子作りだよ。子作り。
This early in the morning? More sound effects.
どうしてそんなに驚いてるの？
Well, you know, making
子作り。むせちゃった。大丈夫？
So I woke up and Mikuri is in bed with me, naked, and she's talking about making babies. We only just confessed to each other and became lovers yesterday. Am I dreaming? I tried pinching my thigh. Yeah, that hurts. Why thigh? You could have pinched your cheek. No, hold on a second. This is Mikuri. So, with no offense intended, there's a chance there's maybe some sort of misunderstanding. I'm gonna be blunt with you here. I don't think it is. Maybe the phrase "making babies" means something else in the Beast Folk homeland. So, with a sliver of hope, I asked Mikuri a question. Mikuri, do you know what making babies means?
交尾して赤ちゃん作るんでしょ？間違ってる？
Oh, no, you're right. Sorry, Mikuri. You knew like any other normal person would. Also, calling it mating is so direct that it was kind of a shock. Why do you want to make a baby all of a sudden?
ゆずきくん、私たち恋人なんだよね。
What? Yes.
お互いに好きなんだよね。
Yes.
じゃあもう夫婦だよね。
Well... yes?
だから子作りするのは当たり前なんだよ。
No, it's not obvious. Also, the first step, the next step is getting married, so, you know, you're gonna have to wait until then.
名前はどうする？女の子だったら可愛い名前がいいよね。
I didn't realize the mouse was... Never mind. You didn't see it.
男の子ならかっこいい名前がいいし、あ、でもゆずきくんみたいに優しそうな名前もいいな。
You didn't hear that. This is no good. She's not listening.
ゆずきくんの赤ちゃん可愛いんだろうな。ゆずきくんに似たら賢くなりそう。
And if it's like you, then they'll be a beauty.
ゆずきくんったら上手なんだから、そんなこと言われたら嬉しくなっちゃうよ。じゃあ子作りしよっか。
Even if she uses that time to go have fun tone, her words don't match her expression, and it's just confusing. But while my thoughts are all jumbled, my body is reacting faithfully to its own instincts. Her innocent face, her large breasts, her soft skin. The more I look at Mikuri, the more my blood rushes to my crotch, gathering and pulsing.
ねえねえ、子作りしよう。
Be strong. Be strong. You're gonna be blue balls anyway, so I'm sure this is... Well, I don't know if I want this to be in the YouTube, but also, this won't... If this doesn't lead to a H scene... Never mind. Mikuri is so cute when she smiles that my heart is just about ready to throw in the towel, but I shift my rationality to max power and persevere. Mikuri. Put on some clothes.
裸じゃないと赤ちゃん作れないんじゃないの?
No, not necessarily. You... that's not the point. Look, we have shifts this morning, right? We need to get ready. We're in the middle of our academy's winter break, so Mikuri and I both have morning shifts at the shop. I'm not thrilled with using it as an excuse, but it's still the truth regardless.
まだ時間あると思うけど?
You know, there are preparations that have to be made when you make babies. It's not something you can do right away.
そうなの?
Yeah. There's more to it than just giving birth. There are a lot of things you have to prepare in order to raise a child. So if I consider that part of preparation for making babies, then I'm not lying. Except for the fact that if you're using those as an example, spoiler alert, you got 9 months to prepare for all of that. You don't need to prepare all the baby stuff before you've prepared to make a baby.
じゃあしょうがないな.
Mikuri seems to be convinced, so she reluctantly gets off of the bed and puts on some clothes. Well, shit.
早く赤ちゃん欲しかったんだけどな.
Thank God there's no naked sprite. It'd be such a shame if I had to censor that as well. God damn it. I mean, Mikuri, do you want breakfast? We have rice and pickles. Oh, what a combo.
食べる!
Whew. Mikuri was a little upset before, but she starts smiling again as soon as I mention breakfast. So I guess I've made it through this, I hope.
Ohayo! 朝から元気だな. こちとら誰かさんのせいで寝不足だっていうのによ.
Now, if you're referring to the fact that you guys stayed up, that's your fault, alright? But if there's if something else happened in the middle of the night, that wasn't my fault. I'm sorry.
まあ、いいけどさ. お前らもっとくっついたりイチャイチャしねえのか? 付き合い出したんじゃねえのかよ.
Well, you know, I'm not gonna go into detail, but the clingy lovey-dovey stuff that almost happened in the morning, as in first thing in the morning. Well, we are at work now. Nana smirks while she teases us, while I'm doing my best to try to brush her off with a smile. There's still time until the shop opens, so while I wipe down tables and to prepare, Nana is making coffee at the espresso machine. Is it okay to use the shop's machines?
眠気覚ましのついでにちゃんと動くかチェックしてんだよ. どうせ売り物にならない古い豆だし気にすんな.
Nana places the ground up coffee beans into the holder and sets it in the machine. Then she presses the lever, and it begins to fill 2 cups with a slightly viscous liquid. According to what Ichika told me, when the espresso is percolating properly, it comes out like this. Then with a practiced hand, Nana warms up some milk and adds it to cups to make 2 small cafe lattes.
豆が古いのがあれだが、まあこんなもんだな。ゆずきもちょっと飲んでみろよ。
Sure. Yeah, it's still good, but the flavor is definitely weak. And a little sour. It's almost like they're stale beans or something.
だろう。やっぱ豆は古くなる前に使わないとダメだな。
I wonder if being able to tell that the beans are old by taste alone means that the coffee was percolated properly too.
ねえねえ、ゆずきくん。
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want some too, Mikuri?
バイト終わったら、子作りしようね。
I was hoping she wouldn't say anything, but, well, it was foolish of me to think that it was foolish of me to think differently. Think differently? It was foolish of me to think that way.
もう、ナナちゃん、吹き出したら汚いよ。
Also, what Mikuri said definitely woke Nana up more than the coffee did.
子作りとか何言ってんだってめえ。
あ、そうだ。男の人はみんなおっぱい好きって本当？ゆずきくん、あんまり嬉しそうじゃなかったよ。
知らねえよ。つか、お前らもう。
No, but Mikuri really wanted to. Nana looks over at me as if she wants an explanation as to what is going on. So with a tight smile on my face, I explain the morning's events to her. Unlucky. And that's what happened. It was all censored, so, you know, unless you go over to the Patreon, you won't be able to see the nipples. Mainly the nipples.
ああ、なんかごめん。冗談のつもりで言ったんだが、みくりがそこまでするとは。
Don't worry about it. It's not your fault.
私のおっぱいいまいちなのかな。大きさは結構自信あるんだけど。
その話はもういい。あと自分で揉むな。
Just be glad Thierry isn't here to watch her do it. Mikuri tilts her head to the side, a puzzled look on her face as she grabs her own breasts with both hands. All I'm saying is, Thierry, you know, she might have second thoughts on working today if she starts getting insecure over watching Mikuri play with her tits. And to be honest, I can't keep my eyes off this scene.
でもナナちゃんもおっぱい大きいよね。私よりすごいし、おっぱいたくさん出そう。
訴えられるからな、それ。父の話から離れろ。どうしてみくりはそんなに子作りしたがるんだよ。
里のみんなが言ってたよ。付き合う男と女は子供を作るものだって。違うの？
いや、違うかって言われたら違わないかもしれないけどさ。な
らいいよね。ゆずきくん、赤ちゃん作ろう。
She is so innocent. We're both still students, so it's too soon. We have to attend classes, and it costs money to raise a child.
大丈夫、大丈夫。うち意外とお金あるから。
I'm sure they do. No, that's not the problem.
じゃあ何が問題なの？
Well, there's the time investment, the fact that you're still students, the fact that there's no place for the baby, the fact that he doesn't want one yet, the fact that you're not married yet, that's about it. Mikuri looks at me in bewilderment, her eyes innocent and pure. There are a lot of problems, but being looked at with those eyes makes it hard to answer.
私たち好きな者同士なんだよね。恋人なんだよね。 じゃあいいんじゃないの？
Oops. You see,
お前ら働け！
and after that, in the morning, I wake up and, oh, god damn it. Hang on. Preemptively, even though it doesn't prevent censoring, it'll help a bit for YouTube, that is. For Patreon, unlucky. You get to see at least a bit of nipple, just not both of them.
おはよう！子作りしよう！
You also get to see it in those moments where the text box isn't there. What? Oh, that was too short. I go up to the roof to enjoy the night breeze and...
まあ、ゆずきくんだ！子作りしようよ！
There you go. Wait, don't take off your clothes. Oh, thank God there's no naked CG of her on the rooftop, or else I would have to censor her boobs even more. Pretty much anywhere in the dorm I go.
あ、いたいた！ゆずきくん、子作りしよう！
There are people here. They're watching us. They're using up all of the transitions. Oh, yeah, using all the transitions. Ooh. My shift today is over, so I take a deep breath as I get changed. I also need to change the opacity back. You know, I was a bit worried there that they might show it again. And they're probably going to, but, you know, until then, I can change it back. Also, I feel like every time I change it back, the opacity gets lighter. It gets more transparent. The text window gets more transparent. It feels almost like things have gone back to the way they were before. That is to say, back when Makuri would come and hug me for no reason. I remember not being sure what I should do back then. I know that Makuri doesn't mean any harm. It's fine for Makuri to say that she wants children, and I have a vague sense that I might want them one day too. But it's just a vague sense. I haven't pictured yet. I haven't pictured what it'd actually be like yet. It's not because I'm still a student, or because I'm young. It's because I haven't really thought about the future. The future. The years to come. There's more to our future than just children. If we get married, then it'll be further down the...
Yuzuki-kun!
Huh? Makuri leaps at me, and the force knocks me on my butt. Now that I'm laying face up on the floor, Makuri moves to straddle me.
とりあえずズボン脱がすね。
Wait. If you're going to do this, at least wait until he's back in his room, okay? You already have a spare key, so there's no excuse for you not to go into his room when he's in it. I was gonna say when he's asleep, but you know, I'm sure that Makuri wouldn't be quiet enough to do it with him while he's asleep. Don't address me so casually. I try to get up, but I could feel the difference in strength between a human and a beast folk. I can't move while Makuri has me pinned.
やっと掃除終わったぜ。
Oh no. No, it's not what it looks like. Please, you gotta help me.
ナナ先輩が真面目にやらないから。
Oh, never mind. Cherry's here too. Well, shit. I don't think...
ナナ先輩が真面目にやらないから。
Okay, I talked over that one small blip in the fucking... Okay, yeah. It's not what it looks like. It feels like time has stopped. I'm lying on the floor, and Mikuri has her hands on her pants while the two of them look on. It must obviously look to them like something is about to happen between us.
あれ、思ったより外しにくい。
Please help me. The two of them give us a sideways glance while Mikuri is the only one moving, trying to get my belt off. Help. Well, this isn't good. This isn't good. Yeah, that's what I thought.
私は何も見てません。何も見てませんからね。
Please. Please help me. I'm being assaulted by my Pomeranian Beastfall girlfriend. I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but you know, not in the break room at least. Nana screams and runs out of the room. Meanwhile, Cherry is covering her face with her hands, her blue eyes peeking out between her fingers as to look at us. She's anticipating for when it's her turn. You know, yeah, I don't think that's the right word, but you get what I mean.
うわ、やっと外れた。これで。
Uh-oh.
ナナちゃんの声が聞こえたけど、どうしたの？
Yeah, upon entering the break room, Ichika is greeted by the sight of Mikuri pulling my pants and underwear down. At the same time, damn, you didn't even give it time. Yeah? Ichika's eyes grow a little wider at the scene that's suddenly unfolding before her. And then...
店長代理として、ちょっとお話しさせてもらいますね。
Please, it's not my fault. I'm the victim here. I feel like I've said that already. I said that about Mikuri in the fucking when she came out of her room basically naked. I already made the joke. Yes,